I'm at Alfa Art Gallery with Danielle Austen, and she is an award-winning documentary fine art photographer specialized in environmental portraits of nature. We got a few questions for her. Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
Could you please tell us more about your background?
Absolutely. So I'm kind of on a third career. I've been doing pretty much art throughout my career. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, so I studied photography, painting, sculpture, printmaking, lots of art history, and of course afterwards I actually got into graphic design. So you'll see an enormous amount of design elements in my work. It's a big influence in my work. When I got out of college, I actually became a graphic designer for a number of years, but I missed photography. And I really always had a big love for documentary photography, loved journalism. So I went back to school in the graduate program and studied journalism to become a photojournalist, and absolutely loved it. It probably made me a much better photographer. It made me think more about the images I was creating, about how I was creating them, and just analyzing a situation as I came about it, because you have to always kind of think quickly, and just seeing a situation as well. So was working as a journalist for a number of years. I worked for some local newspapers, was on staff with, also did freelance work, including like the New York Times, New Jersey Monthly Magazine, and but I kind of saw the writing on the wall with newspapers. Unfortunately, they had been, closing down bit by bit by bit. But so I went back to freelancing, had some corporate clients, a lot of editorial work. But it was really my love for nature. It's sort of where I found my zen, my peace, my harmony. And I took all the elements from my undergraduate work, from my graduate work, all these experiences as just a fine artist, but also as a journalist, and sort of became a fine art photographer. And that's kind of what I've been pursuing now for the past number of years.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I also searched the website and I find that you have great interest in nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so could you please tell us more about your art creating process?
Absolutely. So I kind of describe my work as photography, is creating intimate portraits of the environment. I'm just absolutely in love with nature, and it's really the elements of nature that I'm really captured by. So whether it's the water, the rocks, the trees, all those elements that make up the grander scene. And I've really been investigating, especially in the past number of years, movement of those elements and how they shape and form their surroundings. If I'm working with water, I use the technique of long exposures to show that movement. But in something like this, this is based on the land, it's the wind that creates the movement. And so I'm just really captured by how movement works. And then within those elements, but also then it's the interplay of light and the patterns and tonality then that creates the abstracts that we find in nature. And that's really how my work has been kind of guided towards or geared towards. And absolutely been finding it's amazing what you can see, because I am a true believer that art is everywhere. It's waiting just to be discovered, and it's just seeing it and using those things like light and patterns and tones just to then make it come to life.
Yeah, through your artwork we can see the beauty of nature.
Absolutely.
I love that. Is there anything you hope the viewers could get from your artwork?
Absolutely. I mean, really with abstract work, it's really based on more of emotion, and I want to challenge the viewer. It's always challenging the viewer, especially with an abstract, at first to see, what are you looking at? Do you recognize something? But then, what else do you see? I want to kind of play with those shifts in reality and just make those viewers, just challenge them just to keep looking and keep searching and realizing that this is what you see. I'm also an artist that doesn't like to digitally manipulate my work as well. I mean, I photograph everything in color and then do all the work, in a digital platform, because I come from a background of black and white film. I've been in photography over 30 years, a professional is 20, and using that, we did all the work I did in a dark room. I now, like the burning and dodging, all those techniques, and then bring it into a digital platform. So, but again, I try to do as minimal work as possible. I really want to see what you saw in the cameras, what you're going to see in print. So I want the viewer to realize that they could also see that just when they are out and about in nature. It's not really something else, some kind of, that I did something kind of crazy and then there it is. But it's there to be seen. You just have to see it. So.
Great. And the last question is, why are you interested in our Alfa Art Gallery?
I always love exhibiting, especially in new places, and I have not exhibited here before. So it's always a wonderful to be also amongst other photographers and their work, and it's a nice comparison to see how other people work and create. But I really do enjoy having something printed and up on a wall. It's just a wonderful thing. It's one thing to see it on your monitor, but to see it on a wall, and just having other people enjoy it as well. And that's really always the goal, just to have people enjoy your work too. So.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, thank you very much. My pleasure. Absolutely wonderful to be here. Thank you.
If you want to get more information about you can come to the Alfa Gallery for the 2020 winter exhibition for the moment of focus. And for more information, you could go to the website alfaart.org. And you're